Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I posted a video a couple of days ago about relationships and how to choose a man. And that one has a lot of views on it. It has like over 10,000 views, which is a lot more than I usually get on my YouTube channel, right? So that just tells me that it kind of resonates with you guys. And I wanted to talk more about that because I had a couple of people say, well, I'm the opposite. I chose exactly the opposite of my dad, right? Or however my dad was being treated or my mom was being treated, I chose to do the opposite. And for that, that's great. But a lot of people subconsciously, that's not how they pick their partners. If you are aware of how you don't want to be treated, then of course you're going to do any and everything to not be treated like that, right? You're going to want to find a partner who listens to you or is nice to you. And if you grew up in a relationship where you unfortunately saw DV, subconsciously you're going to think that it's okay, and that's not for everybody. And I'm not saying that that's okay. What I'm saying is whenever you are choosing a partner, you have to be very, very conscious and aware of who you are choosing and look at the way that he treats everybody around him, not just how he treats you. Because if he's somebody who is constantly mean to other people and he doesn't get along with a lot of people and he's mean to his mom or his dad and his family, then odds are when you get to know him even more down the road, he's going to probably treat you like that. I have never been in a relationship where I was afraid for my life. Fortunately, and I would like to think that it's because of decisions that I've made, but I do know people who have been in relationships. I'm 36 years old, so I have had a lot of friends and people that I knew that were in that kind of situation, unfortunately. And it starts off very small. You don't just get into a relationship and have people just start, like beating one another. That's just not how it goes. It starts with people being mean to you and saying things that are very condescending. And then it starts with maybe throwing something and then something that accidentally hits you, or they get upset and accidentally strike you. Things like that. That's what escalates. So I know that's on one crazy spectrum, right? Where consciously I'm not being treated right and I'm getting hurt in this relationship physically, so I need to leave. Another part of relationships that people really seem to not understand is when you're mentally getting abused. And that happens a lot more than you think that it actually does happen. And it's so unfortunate because I've had a lot of friends that has happened to, and psychologically they cannot leave that relationship because they hold on to things that, like the beginning of the relationship, it was really good and he was really sweet, and you hold on to small parts of what the relationship was or what you believe that the relationship can be. And let me tell you, that is not the way to do it at all. The first thing that I would say is everybody's always like, you have to love yourself. You have to know what you want in your life and whatever. But honestly, it's like the God truth. God spoken truth, I don't know, it's the truth. You have to absolutely love yourself and know what you will and will not be a part of and take part in. I don't know, I'm trying to speak but also not get this thing turned off. Anyway, so back to my original video, how I was saying how to pick a man and partnerships. I see a lot of people online and they kind of think it's funny that their partner doesn't clean or he doesn't fold his laundry, and whenever they ask him to do something, he doesn't do it properly. And what people call that online is weaponized incompetence, and that's what I call it too, because it's well, if he doesn't do it right or the way that you want it to be done, then you're just not going to ask him to do it, and he knows that. Even if sometimes he's not doing it purposely, a lot of it I honestly think is subconscious. It's well, if I know that she doesn't like it, then she can kind of do it herself type of thing. And a lot of men get passes for that. Men and women, but I'm specifically talking about men because that's the kind of relationship I'm in. And my boyfriend would never, ever, ever do anything like that. And that's why we work so well, because I know from previous relationships that it's just not something that is feasible and that can last a really long time. When you're using weaponized incompetence in a relationship, that means that you're okay with them kind of not wanting to learn. And this is the reason why I personally don't like the love languages either, because I feel like it gives people a pass to not do things. So a lot of women will be like, well, my love language is this and this, but that's not his love language. So it gives them a pass to not do those things, right? You're like, well, he doesn't really like communicating. That's not his love language. His love language is gifts. So you'd rather receive a gift than have him, the gift, be trying to communicate with you? That's why I don't really like that. Sure, we all have our preferences on what we like, but when it comes to love languages and stuff, I personally do not like that kind of stuff. You're giving people a pass to treat you however they want to be treated, or they want to treat you. And that's not how it should be. You should want to be alone. You should want to not be in a relationship or entertain people if they do not treat you exactly how you want to be treated. That little fairy tale that you have in your head of how your life should be is exactly how you should be treated. Really, you should. If you're in a relationship right now and you're not happy because of the way they're treating you, or you just think like, I deserve more, I promise to you, you absolutely do deserve more. And if you are fortunate enough to have a friend or a family member that you could go to and live with, because a lot of these people, their excuses are, I live with him and I can't afford to be on my own. You should never, ever, ever have to depend on somebody to fund your life, basically. I know that I can always go back to my parents' house if something doesn't happen or something doesn't work out with my partner. Obviously, that's not what I want, but I know that I am fortunate enough to have somebody like my family that I can go back to. And I would much rather go back to my family than have to live with somebody because they support me financially. One of those things. It honestly took me years and years of therapy. It took me 5 years of therapy until I was able to find my partner that I have now. I was once married, okay? So a lot of people are like, well, why am I going to listen to you? You've been married, you're divorced, whatever. But because of those things and because of other people in my life, my friends, I am able to see how somebody should be treated. And when I tell you that you absolutely have to love yourself and you have to pick your partner wisely, I really do mean it. I don't want you to go into a relationship or a marriage like I did, knowing that you deserve more just because you don't want to be alone. Please be alone if that's what you need to do. You do not need to be in a relationship with somebody just because you don't want to be alone. Please know that you're worth so much more than that. Okay, I had to move because my phone was overheating. But seriously, guys, if you want to know more about what I did and what I learned in therapy and what I learned about relationships and how I learned to love myself and all of that, please, 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 please let me know, because I feel like my purpose in life is to help people. And through what I have been experiencing and experienced and everything, I feel like I can help a lot of people, but I just need to know that it's what you want to hear. So if you are interested in these types of videos or whatever, please let me know, because I've been doing this a long time. Like I said, I'm pretty old, but I want to help you guys. So thanks for watching my video, and I will see you next time.